Today, we'll be talking about printed resources available on Mathletics for both teachers and students. Teachers can access and print digitized resource booklets for any grade level. Each grade level includes Canadian-based teaching resource booklets and student learning booklets on each major mathematical concept. So far, Mathletics is averaging about 12 student as well as 12 teacher resource booklets for each grade level. A more recent addition to the software now gives Series H to K students, or grades 7 to 10, direct access to these digitized resource booklets. On their personal Mathletics webpage, students click on Activities and then Workbooks. Students then select the series or grade level and finally the resource booklet that they require. Once their selection is complete, students click on the Download button for a printable copy of the resource booklet. Let's have a look at the Quadratic Equations booklet. The Series H to M resource booklets, or grades 7 to 12, are organized using the KWL teaching methodology. The booklet begins by discussing what the student currently knows, or the K, then what they want to learn, the W, and finally an opportunity to reflect on what they have learned, the L. The resource booklet begins at the basics level, discussing core concepts with exercises for practice. The student is then offered the next level called Knowing More. This section builds on the basics and again offers more exercises for practice. Students are encouraged to the next level called Using Our Knowledge, where concepts are put into context and again exercises are offered to practice the new concepts. The final section is called Thinking Even More and is an extension of everything the student has studied so far and continues to scaffold or build their understanding of the mathematical concepts they are learning. Another great feature of the resource booklets is that the student can also interact with the software, which progressively walks the student through solving an equation. To access this feature, students can either click on the links located in the Workbooks webpage, or they can click on the link located in the downloaded version of the resource booklet. By dragging the Explain Progress bar, the student can see how equations are solved step by step. This visual progression gives the student a solid example of how to solve the equation. Students can also move the Variables Progress bar to see how equations are affected using different variables. This demonstrates how different variables affect the equation numerically and graphically. Finally, in some cases, the students can move the graphical representation to show how that will affect the variables in the equation. The last pages of the booklets include answers to the exercises so the student has immediate feedback and often contains a recap and background of the most important concepts the students can print out and use as a reference guide for further study. In closing, the digitized resource booklets are an invaluable learning tool for students that prefer or require a more detailed learning process. With the scaffolding or progressive sections, the KWL study methodology, and software interactivity, the student progresses through the concepts at their own pace and gains a much deeper understanding of them rather than simply memorizing the steps required to solve mathematical equations. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions or concerns, you can reach us by email at customerservice@3plearning.ca, or if you reside in Canada, call us toll-free at 877-467-6851. Finally, for more information, please go to our website at www.mathletics.ca.